Hello? What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey, how you doing?
Fuck off, Four Eyes.
Just one? Just one.
They won't care, huh? Man, just keep running.
My ass!
What's up, Vault Dwellers? Dan here, and guess what? Scary Movie 6? It's officially happening. The Wayans brothers, they're back. Anna Faris? She's reportedly circling it, and I'm about 90% excitement and 10% kinda dread because, I sat through Scary Movie 5 in a theater. But before this film hits, which I think is around June, I figured we owed ourselves a full accounting of every horror parody film from that era that spawned it. That means all 5 scary movies, both haunted house films, Vampire Suck, and the deeply unlikely Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th, which is a real title I will say out loud the full way every single time in this video because it totally earned it. The ranking, it's not critical consensus, and it certainly isn't box office. It's one simple metric. How hard did I laugh? And how magnificently stupid was each film about making that happen?
What the fuck?
Beef juice in the house. This is your brains on drugs.
From the bottom of the pile to the top, let's go. Friedberg and Seltzer are the only directors on Earth whose names make me physically flinch.
Excuse me, I gotta take a leak.
I saw Vampire Suck in a theater on purpose, and I paid real money, like a grown adult with options. 90 minutes later, I walked out feeling like I'd been mugged in the parking lot of my own expectations. It's a Twilight parody, except parody implies commentary, and this movie's commentary is, here is a scene from Twilight. Now here's that same scene with a joke about Keisha. Good night, everyone.
Ah, Becca. Why don't you take the empty seat next to that mysterious boy you're destined to have a fatalistic relationship with that will spawn 4 books in a movie franchise?
Here's what actually offends me about Vampire Suck. It isn't that it's dumb. B-movies, they can be dumb. B-movies can be proudly, gloriously, wonderfully dumb. But this, it isn't dumb. It's just lazy. Friedberg and Seltzer built an entire career on pointing at a reference and just forgetting to attach a joke to it. And Vampire Suck is the purest expression of that formula. It grossed like $80 million worldwide, which is how I know the universe has no moral order to it. It sits at number 9 because there had to be a number 9, and this one earned every inch of that floor.
Your body is so furry. Are those teats?
Yeah, it's out of him, actually.
I'm going toward the line! Call 911! Tell them the dog is white! Tell them the dog is white!
A Haunted House 2 is what happens when a movie that is already coasting decides to try coasting a little bit harder. Marlon Wayans, he came back, this time with the Paranormal Activity parody angle that was already a year old and a decade tired, and somebody still said, yeah, let's just do it again. But this time, let's throw in The Conjuring, Insidious, and a possessed doll for good measure.
You fucking I will watch you like, God, you. Honey, it's not what it looks like, okay?
Really?
It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. I'm not done with you, you fucking homewrecker.
Viewers, they did it again. I mean, I want to be fair to Marlon here. And the guy always commits. When this movie asks him to do something just undignified, you know, with a stuffed doll, he goes in at it like at 120%. And I respect that dedication.
Get it. I stink, bitch. B-I-T.
The problem is the script around him treats every parody beat like a shopping list. Found footage shake? Check. Screaming at something invisible? Double check. A cameo that thinks it's doing more heavy lifting than it is? All the checks.
I'm sorry, I just assumed you got the gloves and the hat and the lawnmower and the truck.
Oh, because I'm Mexican, I must be Jose.
Are you?
This was made for around $3.5 million, and you can see every penny missing from the screen. It did make its money back. I guess I didn't hate it. I also couldn't tell you a single scene from it 2 days later. And that's its own type of crime.
Oh, shit!
Kill you.
Who this asshole is?
Okay, this one's kind of a deep cut, and I have a soft spot for this film. Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th, came out the same year as Scary Movie, but then got just buried under it and quietly became the weird cousin at the film reunion nobody invited, but everybody kind of like remembers fondly. And it's Canadian, and it went straight to cable.
Scissors cut paper, you lose.
Did you know Tom Arnold is in this? Which is to say, he's in about 3 scenes, but his energy is somehow in every single scene.
Loitering and stealing pennies from the fountain are serious crimes that carry...
Mom says you're a loser anyway.
Well, Mom says you got a fat ass.
Dad left because he hated you.
No, he left because he hated you.
Well, he wasn't even your real dad anyway.
You know, I read your diary.
Dork.
Dyke?
What?
The whole thing plays like a sketch comedy group was handed a camera and told to parody every 90s slasher in 85 minutes. And honestly, they nearly pulled it off. There are bits in this movie that made me laugh completely out loud. The killer keeps changing his costume because he just can't commit to a look. There's this running gag about the final girl being too old for the role that goes places it absolutely should not go.
My friends call me Hag.
Oh, do they? That's so cute. Damn it. She's flat.
Actually, they're C cups.
Yeah, okay, it's rough and it's cheap and it never knows when to quit. But there's this like scrappy, nothing to lose energy here that the bigger budget spoofs on this list totally forget you are allowed to have. You should track it down if you can. Just don't pay more than $3 for it.
We're in the final turn. It's Martina and the killer. Martina and the killer. The killer with a
Scary Movie 5 is the sound of a franchise reading its own obituary out loud.
That smell.
Oh my God, what do I do? Oh, here, this, hold on. Kathy!
Malcolm D. Lee, he directed this, and Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen, they opened the movie with a sex tape bit that, in 2013, was not the career flex anyone involved seemed to think it was. The Wayans, they weren't there on this one, and Anna Faris, she wasn't there either. Even Regina Hall wasn't there. It's Scary Movie with nobody from Scary Movie, which is a fascinating concept for a boardroom pitch and just a disaster of a concept for an actual film. What gets me is that you can see the bones of something like workable in this thing. The Mama parody, I mean, it has a couple of moments. The Black Swan riff, it almost works. There's a Rise of the Planet Apes gag that's nearly clever for about 6 seconds before the movie panics and just undercuts itself.
These apes are just like you. And me. You and me. Blacks and whites. More like whites, of course. We whites are a lighter shade of ape, whereas you are bladder infection. We're all at risk. So, what were we talking about again? Vaginas.
Shut up.
This is a film directed by committee, rewritten by Panic, and released with no affection from anyone involved. Not the studio, not the cast, not even the audience. It still made $78 million globally, which proves people will show up for brand name, even when the brand has clearly moved out and left a forwarding address.
Hey, we don't lick our balls in this house.
Sorry, won't happen again.
Good thing we switched to plastic.
A haunted house is where Marlon Wayans broke out on his own. No brothers, no Scary Movie, just him and a found footage paranormal activity riff shot for like $2.5 million.
The windows are closed!
Oh, hell no, I'm out.
What? Malcolm!
Really?
And to be honest, I did not expect to like it. I sat down, ready to roll my eyes, and about 20 minutes in, I actually caught myself laughing out loud in my house alone, and I had no shame.
Okay, right?
Get off my man, bitch!
Take that demon!
What saves this movie? It's the commitment. Marlon knows his premise is flimsy. He knows the found footage format has already been wrung dry, and he attacks every scene like it's the only joke that's ever going to matter. Cedric the Entertainer shows up as a priest who has opinions, and I do mean opinions.
Man, that breath is kicking. I can only imagine what the kitty smell like. Pure evil.
All right, it isn't smart or even clever. It is, however, funny for stretches longer than you'd expect. And that puts it ahead of half this list. It pulled $60 million on a budget you could cover with a decent kitchen renovation, which is the kind of return on investment that greenlights a sequel nobody asked for. Yeah, go see number 8.
Hey, check this out.
Something weird is going on. Something weird is going on. Weird is going on.
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki. Nagasaki, Okinawa, Hokkaido, Yokohama. Karate, Judo, Sumo, Samurai. Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru. Harikari, Tsunami, Kamikaze, Banzai. Yamaha, Nikon, Casio, Aiwa.
Scary Movie 4 is where I kind of started to feel the franchise was straining. David Zucker came back, which that's the good news, right? Because that man, he knows how to land a sight gag better than almost anyone alive. The bad news is that by 2006, the target list was War of the Worlds, The Grudge, Saw, and The Village. And just asking any parody to wrangle those movies into a coherent 90-minute experience, it's kind of asking a lot. And yet, there are moments here. The Saw parody cold open with Shaquille O'Neal and Dr. Phil, it might be one of the funniest things in the entire franchise, like full stop.
Just make the damn basket! What the hell was that for?
You hurt my feelings.
Leslie Nielsen comes back as the president and does the Leslie Nielsen thing, which is worth the price of admission on any day ending in Y.
Let me give you a demonstration. Now let's see if this is
The War of the Worlds stretch is a bit shaky. The Brokeback Mountain cameo was dated before the credits even rolled. But when this movie hits, I mean, it actually hits. It grossed $178 million worldwide, and that was enough to greenlight the 5th film. The world should have stopped right here.
You okay?
Yeah,
Can you believe that thunder?
I haven't either.
How's your being out there?
That last one sounded really close.
Don't worry, lightning never strikes in the same place twice.
Hello, Birdie. Polly want a cracker?
Polly wants your mama's sweet ass.
What did Polly say to me?
I said, Polly wants your mama's sweet ass.
You don't be talking about my mama, son. You don't know my mama, son.
I know your mama. I fucked her last night.
Scary Movie 2 totally got rushed. I mean, and not even a little rushed. Rushed like the studio handed Keenan Ivory Wayans a deadline and a calendar and said, you go make that first movie again. Just do it in 9 months. And you can just totally feel it.
I don't know. Why don't you talk dirty to me?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna piss on your face, and then I'm gonna fart in your mouth, yeah, and then I'm gonna shit on these walls, Ray. Ooh.
Hey.
It's too dirty?
The jokes, I mean, they're bigger, but the plot is flimsier, and the haunting parody is running on pure Wayans charisma instead of any structure. But here's the thing. Pure Wayans charisma is a lot of charisma. What I remember about Scary Movie 2 the most is the basketball scene with the possessed wheelchair. Every one of these bits is dumber than the last, and every one of them has been stuck in my brain for 25 years, which is more than I can say for most films I saw that summer.
Yeah. And they're so soft and warm. Ray! Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
They're delicious.
Well, thank you, my child. I made them by hand.
Okay.
The movie got savaged on release. Critics, they called it lazy, and they really weren't entirely wrong. But hey, this is a throw everything at the wall energy that later sequels never actually recaptured. It's not as tight as the first one, but it is funnier than you'd think it would be. That's the deal with Scary Movie, and I'll take that deal every time.
Oh my God. Oh shit! I smell something burning! Oh, God, it's me! Oh, wait a second!
Hold on, Shorty!
It's so peaceful, man. Why were they choking us a few minutes ago?
Oh, that's how we say hello.
Hello. Well, how do you guys say goodbye?
You should see how we pee.
This is where the franchise actually got its second life. David Zucker took the wheel from Keenan Ivory Wayans, and almost overnight, Scary Movie transformed from a raunchy slasher parody into something much closer to Naked Gun with demons.
Get up, you little ugly bitch. Come on. Let me see what you got. What you going to? That's all? Ooh. Ooh, what's up?
Cleaner jokes, faster pacing. There was actual sight gag craftsmanship, like the sign parody in the cornfield, the ring parody with the curse tape, the freestyle battle that somehow, against all odds, just totally works.
Bitch! Whoa!
Zucker brought the whole toolbox, the flat delivery, the impossible physical gags, and the feeling that every 3 seconds, something funny should be happening somewhere in the frame. Leslie Nielsen as the president, that's a gag so good, they ran it back for the 4th film. Charlie Sheen, back when Charlie Sheen in a movie was actually a selling point, he's in this. And Anna Faris continued to be the most criminally underrated comic lead of the entire generation.
It was just 10 minutes of topless women. I mean, come on. Why are these so interesting? Oh, for God's sake. People don't care about this.
This was made on a budget of $48 million. It pulled in over $220 worldwide and proved that the franchise could survive a handoff at the top. It's tighter than the Wayans entries. It's not as dangerous, but that's the trade, and I respect every inch of it.
I'm just screwing with you.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
All alone.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
Scary Movie is at number 1 because it did something nobody else in this list managed. It was actually dangerous. It came out 4 years after the movie Scream and a few months before Shriek, and it was raunchier, meaner, faster, and funnier than anything in horror parody had any business at being.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
I saw this in a packed theater full of people who had no idea what they were in for, and I can still hear the audience losing their minds at the ear scene.
Hey, who was that? Go ahead, do it again, do it again.
Keenan Ivory Wayans directed this thing with a punk attitude the franchise never fully replicated. Marlon and Sean wrote it like they might never get another shot at anything. Anna Faris showed up in her first lead role and just stole the whole movie without appearing to even try. This was made on a $19 million budget, and it pulled in $285 million worldwide and rewrote what a parody was allowed to look like for the whole next decade. It was rough, it was vulgar, and it has jokes that wouldn't survive 10 seconds in a 2026 test screening. That's part of why it still hits. It's a time capsule from a moment when comedy was willing to swing for the fences and miss hard if it had to. It's number 1, and it's not even close.
My girlfriend already seen the movie. She said they don't even stay together in the end.
Right on. Your ass is grass. You ruined Schindler's List! Jackie Chan movies! Boogie Nights!
And Big Mama's House!
Scary Movie 6 drops this summer, and I'll be there on opening weekend, probably complaining, hopefully laughing.
I'm high as fuck! Me too, cuz. Me 3, my nigga.
But that's the deal with this subgenre. We roll our eyes, we buy the tickets, and then we roll our eyes again. And we just keep coming back. Because when horror parody works, it reminds you why you love the thing in the first place. Scream exists because horror, it just got too serious. And Scary Movie exists because Scream got too serious. And somewhere out there, somebody's already writing the next movie that's gonna parody the parody. And until next time, keep it weird, folks.
Come on, Cindy. Cindy, your ass looks fat! Bitch!
Yeah, shot.
Come on.
All right.
Steve? Dan's got a mad demon in his house.
Matt Damon's in his house?
No! A mad demon.
I love Matt Damon. Jason Bourne.
Oy.